Bison. Ooh, Bison. Oh, holy Bison. Oh, Bison. Oh, Bison. Oh, hold it there, Bison. Bison.
What's his combo? Damn, Bob Fergie.
Think again.
Bison.
Fuck, sure.
Think again.
Bison.
Think again. Think again.
May the Lord be Bison.
Think again. No escape. No escape.
He does, keeps doing the EXPs at the strangest times.
Arrogant fool. It's over.
Bison.
Arrogant fool.
I'm the developer of the game, The Tower. I wanted to make a tower in this game that had nearly infinite number of upgrades. The more fun of the game comes from
Bison.
That pushback, man. I think that was an EXTP though. That one is not that horizontal. His heavy one is though. Heavy one is incredibly horizontal. Ooh, I just accepted a 2-bar. 2-bar connection. It's just gonna didn't even connect.
Come. I shall crush your spirits. Your nightmare will be never-ending. Now, Fight!
No.
Arrogant! It's over! Arrogant fool! It's over! Check! Check! Prepare! Arrogant fool! No escape! Too slow! Arrogant fool! No escape! Prepare! Too slow! Too slow! Arrogant fool! Prepare! Arrogant fool! No escape! Arrogant fool! Beg for your life! Be impressed? Arrogant fool! Beg for your life! Be impressed? Nightmare! Pathetic! Arrogant fool! Check! Beg for your life! Be impressed? Nightmare! Pathetic! Check! You will rue this day! Psycho! Punisher! Peasant! Check! You will rue this day! Psycho! Punisher! Too slow! Prepare! Cycle your demise awaits! Yeah! Your time ends here! Be gone! Too slow! Prepare! It's over! Too slow! No escape! Prepare! Too slow! Cycle your demise awaits! Yeah! Prepare! Too slow! Cycle your demise awaits! Yeah! Your time ends here! slow. You're mine, fool. You're mine, pointless. Arrogant fool. No mistake. Annihilate. No mistake. Annihilate. No mistake. Annihilate. No mistake. Annihilate. No mistake. No mistake. No mistake. Prepare. It's over. Make for your life. Need rest? Nightmare. Pathetic. No mistake. Too slow. Psycho Crusher. Make for your life. Need rest? Nightmare. Pathetic. No mistake. Prepare. Psycho Crusher. Make for your life. Need rest? Nightmare. Pathetic. No mistake. Too slow. Psycho Crusher. Make for your life. Need rest? Nightmare. No mistake. Prepare. Psycho Crusher. Make for your life.
What have you been?
No mistake.
So much less than one?
Too slow.
They mark phase reset.
Prepare. Too slow.
You know, usually my MR would be 1800.
Prepare. Too slow. Fingers in.
Is that like the new Viper tech? You have to do that. That's pretty good.
Wait. JP patience, bro. That's a JP for that.
Shoryuken!
Say what?
Hadouken!
Oh.
Tatsumaki Senpu! Shoryuken! Foolish! Not so fast! Shoryuken! Foolish! Shoryuken! Foolish! Shoryuken!
Damn, what a DI.
Hadouken! Tatsumaki! Shoryuken! Shoryuken!
Surprising DI. What is the rank color? It's like this weird violet red kind of color. Not even violet. I don't even know. What the fuck? Damn, what an odd design.
Fade away! Yeah! Not enough! Warrior!
I don't know what kind of punish that was. That was a bad punish.
Welcome to the galaxy's favorite spot to put money down on planet.
You probably clicked on this guide because you wanted to learn about Akuma, my pitch for why you should play him. He has all the tools you would want in the character. A great fireball, ways to neutral skip with air fireball and demon flip, great normals like forward heavy punch and crouch medium kick, coupled with amazing walk speed, great damage, and he just looks. He has 1,000 lower health than the second lowest health character in the game, which basically turns him into a glass can archetype. I want to start this guy basic, start how to play him in neutral, and we'll go into more complex things as the video goes on. Timestamps below, feel free to skip forward, but let's get started. Alright, because Because Akuma is so versatile, his neutral is a little more complicated to play than, let's say, Honda, where you just have to spam headbutt and butt slam, and now he has a couple other pokes that you can use. Akuma, he has a lot of speed variety, right? This is as fast is to force your opponent to jump, because the way you beat a fireball is jumping over it. And Akuma has some quicker, but if you want the most damage, most people are using heavy punch. Crouch heavy punch works, you know, if like in a pinch. The issue is you see how you're pretty far from your opponent. You don't really get a good mix-up after, and it does less damage. Sometimes if you do it like really late, you can get a cancel, but it's really inconsistent. So yeah, there you could do something like that. But it's really inconsistent, so most people stick with the Dragon Punch. The third thing that you can do for anti-air is this back heavy kick. This thing is really good, but you have to do it really early, because if you do it too late, you're just going to get hit out, right? Same timing on the DP, easy peasy every time. But the main benefit is you get a lot more damage on this. Just a basic combo like this, where you go into charge fireball, drive rush, heavy punch into whatever you want, and they're in the corner and they took a bunch of damage, right? So anti-airs are great, and you can kind of play the zoning fireball game. The issue is this fireball game doesn't work against everyone, right? Some characters have really, really good tools. Some characters can just outzone you, so you need a couple other ways to play the character. And of course, you can use your fireball against anyone. Think of it as like a very long-range poke, like especially on the mid-range, where like let's say they're whiffing a button, you throw the fireball to beat their button. Doesn't matter what mode you operate. 6 heavy punch, this button is the GOAT. This is the go-to button with a good, and you get a knockdown situation, right? You can just drive rush after, or making sure you get your extra damage. Speed, you can catch people that are just like walking back, and then you can get your combo of your choice. Another really strong thing about crouch medium kick is Akuma's fireball is actually really good to cancel into, and the light fireball, if you space it out enough, you actually can be slightly plus. As you can see, this is +1, and you can obviously mix up with the fireballs, but they're all pretty much safe. So if you don't have the drive to commit to drive canceling the crouch medium kick, just cancel the fireball. I usually default to light, but you gotta be a little careful, because there is a gap. They could perfect parry or something like that. A couple of really good neutral tools. 6 medium kick. This button is it's pretty nice. It goes far. It's like, think of it as like a lower reward but lower risk version of 6 heavy punch. So if you just want to like control the spacing with like and be able to hedge against like anti-air people like just blocking, 6 medium kicks are really good for that. You can also on punish counter, you can link a sweep if you have to be at the right distance. Some people, when they're also walking people down, they'll use stand jab, just because it's really quick. There's not really much risk throwing this out compared to some other buttons. Obviously, your reward's going to be a lot lower. But it just has a really good hitbox that people do this. And you can't really get much from just one stand jab. Let's say you get a counter hit on this, you can go into a confirm like that. So if you're looking to whiff punish, you can either do stand heavy punch, like hit this. This goes into your core circle back heavy punch, or you can do 2 medium punch. Same idea, and you can also drive rush these buttons as well and get a full combo too. All right, and then the third mode of Akuma is what I would call like the YOLO mode, right? So Akuma has some pretty good ways to neutral skip. Air Fireball is a very, very good neutral skip. So let's just say I'm trying to anti-air Akuma. All right, I anti-aired Akuma. Let me try anti-air it again. I got hit, right? And a lot of characters, the main way you would counter this is you just try to anti-air it like as late as possible. You're waiting for the normal jump. You're going to want to anti-air early. You might hit them, especially if you're at the wrong range. So there's a lot of like counterplay Akuma can do with the fireball. Just some general tips for the fireball. Usually the further you are out, the better. So a fireball like this, pretty good, because they can't really anti-air you, right? There's 3 different spacings. Light goes the closest to you. Heavy goes something like this. Go into low. Speaking of which, the low is when you just let go, right? Now, you can also just jump it. But the whole point.
Let's skip this one. Robinhood can help you build your portfolio starting with just $1.
It actually pairs very well with the fireball game. So if you're throwing a lot of fireballs, you'll notice that people will start to parry, right? And when they start to parry, and if you think they're going to react, like, is it just reacting to everything with parry? They may react to the startup of the teleport with a parry, you grab them, you do a bunch of damage. One other thing that normally I'd talk about for characters, but Akuma is actually lacking in this department, is Drive Rush. Akuma doesn't have the best buttons out of Drive Rush. I think, honestly, his best buttons probably stand jab, but as you can see, it does not go very far. And I think the best thing to combo into after this is just the stand medium kick. Because let's say they're crouching, this will force stand, and then you can Tatsu or whatever you need. The same thing with crouch medium kick. This works as well. Forward heavy punch works as well if you want to use that. And if you're close, obviously you can get crouch heavy punch for a little extra damage. In my opinion, you should be spending a lot of your EX gauge on the two versions of the EX Air Fireball and just normal into Drive Rush into. So if the ideal Akuma uses one of these three styles or three modes to kind of play neutral, right? So against, here you want to obviously be very Fireball heavy and pokes. Against characters without a DP, obviously you can rely on Air Fireball a lot more. And the characters that are zone you out and DP, obviously like Air Fireball is going to be really good if you want to use Drive Rush, but you also want to walk people down with pokes and rely less on obviously maybe punch for a little extra damage. In my opinion, you should be spending a lot of your EX gauge on the two versions of the EX Air Fireball and just normal into the Drive Rush into mix up. So if the ideal Akuma uses one of these three styles or three modes to kind of play neutral, right? So against, in the mirror, you want to obviously be very Fireball heavy and walk them down with pokes. Against characters without a DP, you obviously can rely on Air Fireball a lot more. And then characters that zone you out, something like GP, like Air Fireball is going to be really good if you want to use Drive Rush, but you also want to walk people down with pokes and rely less on Air Fireball. Alright, so let's talk about offense and combos. We'll go combos first, and the thing I'm aware of is crouching combos and standing combos for this character are different. It doesn't apply to a lot of characters, but it does apply to Akuma. The main thing is Tatsu, specifically medium and late Tatsu, do not work on crouching characters. So if they're crouching, you either need to stand them up with something like stand medium kick, crouching heavy punch, or you need to confirm and do something like 2-1 or late punch or DP. DP is optimal, specifically heavy punch DP, but it's a little harder to execute. So you can always just go into 2-1-4 LP. Optimal, specifically heavy punch DP, but it's a little harder to execute, especially if you're new. So you can always just go into 2-1-4 LP. But I'll be using DP for this context. Stand leg kick has the most range, so it's really good for like jab chains here. If they are standing though, you get Tatsu, which is really nice. And then after the Tatsu, you get Sweep. Actually, it does a little less damage, but your knockdown situation is a lot better. If you want to get a mix, nice. And then after the Tatsu, you get Sweep. Actually, it does a little less damage, but your knockdown situation is a lot better. If you want to get a mix-up off this, you have to Drive Rush. If you want a mix-up situation off this, you just double dash and you're right in their face. The mix-up is really simple, just like any other character. Once you get this double dash in their face, you either do strike, throw, shimmy. Strike is your stand medium punch. This is +4 on hit, which means you can just keep looping the same sequence, right? Throw, shimmy. Strike is your stand medium punch. This is +4 on hit, which means you can just keep looping the same sequence. So if someone likes to mash, this is how you blow up people that mash, right? Or if people like to jump on wake up, or if people like to DI, or anything that smart players like to do, this is how you blow it up. Same thing. Double dash in the throw, beats mash, it beats DI, it beats all types of options, right? Now, the thing that this doesn't beat, or these two options don't beat, are people doing a delayed throw tech. Neither of these beat people mashing invincible wake-ups. So that's where the shimmy option comes into play. And thankfully, because Akuma's back walk speed is so good, you can just walk back. And your walk back shimmy, 5 heavy punch, and the core circle back heavy. And then here you could either throw a fireball, or if you want to be aggressive, just go in a drive rush and repeat the same situation over. There's a few other important combos you need to learn this screen. If you're doing, like, let's say you need to get a little extra damage on the legs. You can Tatsu, right? And then same combo. And that forces stand, so you don't need to worry about figuring out if they're standing or crouching. So medium kicks have a little less hit stun, or crouch medium kicks have a little less hit stun, just because they're that good. So here you have to go crouch medium punch into crouch heavy. And then same combo, right? And then any other medium or heavy, you do forward heavy punch into 2 heavy punch. Similar idea, it just does a little bit extra damage. You do forward heavy punch into 2 heavy punch. Similar idea, it just does a little bit extra damage. If you want, you do forward heavy punch into 2 heavy punch. Similar idea, it just does a little bit extra damage. If you want to attack on a super, you do forward heavy punch into 2 heavy punch. Similar idea, it just does a little bit extra damage. If you want to attack on a super, you just do it after the Tatsu. All the supers work. I would honestly not send these supers unless they're going to kill the opponent or they're really close to burning out. Like, if you're not going to win the round, don't spend level 3. If you're going to win the round without level 3, then don't spend level 3. But same idea, except you just cancel the level 3 from...
You can choose to raid the caravan, or you can choose to guard it. This is a game where slaying monsters are not the only way to win. Heck, it's not even the main game. Discover relics in the ruin. Loot from the bandit camp. Learn skills by finishing quests. Build your own territory. Choose your own way to play. Just play.
And this works for CA as well. In the corner, your offense looks very similar. So, like, take any knockdown, for example. You can go for another throw. Throw loops are very strong because there's not much you could do other than, like, invincible reversal out or try to jump out. The other option you have is trying to go for a shimmy. So, just let's say they get hit. Same idea. Go into super if you have it. And if you need to kill. So, Kuma's really privileged. He gets a lot of frame advantage after a dash, which means you can do some cool stuff like you can do dash 5 heavy punch, get a combo on hit, more on counter hit, dash back heavy kick, charge into EX fireball, do a combo. I really like this dash into EX fireball because non-charge EX fireball, you're +2, which means you get a free. So you can just like keep looping this sequence. I really like it. And then let's say you finally decide to like do a shimmy. There's one other combo I think is worth learning. It's like your max damage. So if you really want to punish something hard, let's say it's a DP. Sometimes you might not have time. Just use like 5 heavy kick. And you can get something really, really basic like this. But if you want to be really optimal, I think all you get really is this. One last thing in the corner, this EX Fire Palm is really good. Off a crouch medium punch or something, or let's say you get a drive rush combo, back heavy kick, charge fireball, heavy kick Tatsu. Alright, couple.
What code is that? Oh, that's for Akuma? I can see them doing it for this outfit, though. Why is she bending her back like that? You guys ever have girls who they got a way bigger ass? They try to bend their back, kind of like that. Like in school or something? Like any sort of social setting? No? You hate it? Wait, what? Yep.
Hi! Hi!
Elena's playstyle? She's... you know Eddie Gordo from that's basically what she does. She has a fight. Yeah, no, it's the same.
Bad mistake.
There you go, yeah. I do the same with things. You don't work out your chest, though. You know what? See how that works? I see why they came out with Elena. And Bison has one? Oh, I need color. I do. But I have to VPN into Japan to get it. Yeah. But I don't have a VPN, but I might get one though. Hey, would you guys be triggered if this happened right to you in a ranked match? Oh my god. Why is this... Bro, can you believe what kind of character Bison is? This motherfucker has straight up greaves on. With the fucking beret. With the fucking suit on. And he be flying in the air and shit, twisting and turning and stuff. What the fuck is this? You already know that they 100% you know this is a character like out of the 90s or some shit, like 80s or 90s or something. That's the funny thing about it every time I see it. But it's cool though, it looks cool. It looks cool. It's just funny every time I think about it, that's all. Yeah. I do. I might get one. Hey, would you guys be triggered if this happened right to you in a ranked match?
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
you a brand new home.
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
Yeah, people. Schoolyard kid. Blueface home. Yeah, people.
Kobe, how much? Kobe, you're up 2-0. Are you happy with where the series is right now?
Why the fuck would I be happy? I fucking suck, man. And I swear I'll quit if we don't win. Don't ask me no happy questions. We finish the job or I walk away. That's it.
How much does...
You're good, but you're not the...
3-0. This is Carson. Don't wait until you're face...
Is on private.
I wants to know who in the hell is tax
what's your deal?
I don't give a damn.
Mount up.
A day at the fruit.
Cops next behind me. They stay in an apartment by Park Avenue or something like that.
I know, it definitely.
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Stay down.
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Stay down.
What's up, you? Cat, what's the best fruit in the world? About to roll up?
Roll it! Who roll it?
Watermelon, pineapple, strawberry. Sorry, watermelon, strawberry, pineapple. Those are actually, you know what? I don't. Strawberries are too hard. It's too hard to get the good strawberries. They always end up being hard.
My turn. Locked in.
Peach is the best. Watermelon or mango?
My turn. Hi, dude. Watch your head.
honeydew melons. Shit, be right back. Yeah, honeydew melon is top tier. So is watermelon, cantaloupe. Only
How silly!
cantaloupe is good, but I think the other ones are better. Mango is also top tier. What else? Oranges? Oh, I like oranges, but I don't think they're top tier though. Do you know what a cutie is? That you get from Costco? Those are like kind of top tier. Coconut? I don't think I've ever had coconut before. I've also never had dragon fruit. Red beer, thanks for the tier one. Lychee? I've had that. That one's pretty good. I don't think it's top tier though, but it's pretty good. It's like addictive to eat. I find the texture slightly weird though. Japanese Miyazaki mango worth like $4,000. Oh, damn, what the fuck is that? Is that what it is? Bro, that's a mango? Honeydew melon and watermelon melon. Yep. The world's most expensive mango. Interesting. What does it taste like? Have you ever had it before? That shit grows in your backyard for free? Bro said 4K? Bro, views, I think you're rich, bro. Views. Views.
Floating like a butterfly.
That shit adds years to your life? What?
Beautiful, right?
Do you know if there's some sort of fruit that like made you younger or some shit like that? Do you really know how much it would cost? Motherfuckers, we started wars with that. Straight up wars. You know what? I just realized something. Viper should technically be insanely good against monitors. All you gotta do is this. And they should DP every time. Maybe. We've started wars and slave trades over basic sugar. Oh my fucking god. You're so right, too. You're so right about that. Yeah, us humans will just start wars over anything. It's so weird saying us, but, you know, that's what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, not we. Damn, that's some good-ass berry. Well, this is my land now. You guys got what over there? Guess it's mine now. Yep. The old Yoinkarooski. Christopher Columbus said, hey, I discovered a place that already has humans on it. How the fuck is that? How do you discover a place where there's already people at? That's insane.
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
You know what? I'm gonna make some discoveries too. Columbus and crew are busy. O'Neill. Ouchie. Sure. Oh. Gourmet?
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
Right? And putting all that.
Kobe, I got a question.
Oh, sweetheart.
I think.
I just get scared. We're asking you to
Kick things off.
the government shutdown is. You can get off my porch.
You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? 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 You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? 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 You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now, you shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now, you shouldn't keep a girl waiting. You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. You shouldn't keep a girl waiting. Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.